in a Tub presents the Tubcast.
Welcome one, welcome all. This is the Tubcast. We got more love for you than your grandma's baking. We hope that you are glad to be here and you're where you need to be, and you know you're safe, you're warm, you're in a house or
not
an apartment or a building,
or if you're not in any of those places, that you're there by your own choice.
Yeah, wherever you are, we hope you're there because
if they're in a house, it's okay if it's not by their own choice.
Well, maybe. I mean, Lindsay, you got something over your head. I don't know. Hey, welcome to the Tubcast.
Welcome.
My name is Eric. As always, I am joined by the Kyle.
Hey.
And the Jeremy.
It's this guy.
And the Nathan.
Hello.
Hello, Nathan. And as always, you know, turning the knobs and tweaking the nips, we got Kuipers steering the ships. Presenteo. All right. Without any further ado, I'd like to begin this here broadcast of the Tub Nation.
Let it begin.
You know, it's good to be here. I was gonna say, you know, it's hard to come up with stories this week because I feel like everything is about gun control, and I'm not sure that we're really the platform for that. So, I mean. I think we're working on something with Trevor. I think Trevor's doing all the work actually, but we might have a special Trev talks coming out about. Yeah. You know, there's been some things said about video games and how they may have contributed to certain acts of violence in our recent history. And so
Trevor's gonna tackle that one and take the bullet for us.
Yeah. No pun intended.
That was.
You suck. Very distasteful.
It was. It really was.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nathan, Jeremy, help Nathan out there with your mic and everything. Get him kind of snuggled a little bit.
Should we also get him over here a little bit?
Make sure his face isn't getting blocked out too much by your stand, though. That's my only concern.
Am I in frame now?
There you go. That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Nathan. No, but it's there. So we're gonna try to. You know, I watched that town hall thing last night, and that was rough. But. It's you know, it's touchy stuff, but we're gonna like it's gonna be give you some escapism a little bit here for the next hour, and you know, focus on some other more
lighter news,
lighthearted things. Hopefully, not as dark.
No promises.
I mean, except for like, I mean, I'm just looking at the headlines coming up in the news, and I see robots in South Korea. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Think you know about any of the stories.
I don't know.
You're fresh.
I don't. That could be terrifying. So maybe stick around for that.
You want to stick around for these.
We're just teasing that. There's some things in there.
There's some stories. I mean, we got some cheese.
There's cheese.
South
there's
Korea.
Robots in South Korea. I mean, it's scary.
Helicopters.
There's a lot going on. We're gonna cover it all. So stay tuned. You don't want to check out. Keep your earbuds in. Whatever you're listening with. Your speakers on.
Yeah, definitely have speakers up loud so that all of your neighbors and or friends and enemies hear.
Yeah, tell all your friends.
So what's life been like? What's everybody been doing? Everybody been living their truth, as the great Oprah Winfrey would say.
You have to know your truth first, I think.
Yeah, she wants you to live your
knowing
truth.
your truth is probably harder than living it.
It's really deep.
No, knowing it's easier. Definitely easier.
But it is the first step.
True.
I don't know how many episodes ago it was that we talked about a graphic novel called My Friend Dahmer. I got that for my birthday by my wife last week, and just finished reading it. It's really good. I kind of want to watch the movie now because they made a movie.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't you already want to watch the movie?
I always want to watch the movie. Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, but I'm really into serial killers. It's probably one of my favorite things.
Genres.
Yeah, just I'm fascinated by them.
Is that a genre?
I don't know.
It's becoming a genre.
Yeah.
Serial killers, like in movies? Like, is that... I don't know.
Media about serial killers, let's say.
Is that weird? I always am a little hesitant to tell people how fascinated I am by serial killers.
But I think there can be a difference in a general fascination in the humanity of, like, what actually puts a person into that state of being. as well as just the fact that a lot of those stories are really good stories.
Yeah.
It depends what you're fascinated about.
Yeah. Oh, like yeah. Is it like, oh, you're fascinated because you want to learn how to do it yourself, or is
Or
it
if you're
because,
just fascinated by the grotesqueness of it all,
yeah,
that would be super questionable.
I think I'm fascinated more by
the
the
psychology
of it, and like just how they got to the point. Like that's the one thing. Like the book, my friend Dahmer really focuses on. Obviously, it's like his friend acquaintance, more or less, from high school, who writes about his time spent with him, and it just kind of shows how this guy became the depraved serial killer that he was.
Yeah.
But it just kind of goes to show that there's always kind of a backstory for these types of people. Welcome to the chat, Trevi. I know I saw Jolliver in there earlier. I Dislike Taxes is back from last night.
Yep.
Thank you for coming back. He says, where'd DJ Keemstar go in Blue Christmas sweater?
There, DJ Keemstar, I'm still here.
Yeah, he just took off
my hat.
His hat, so it's the rare Keemstar sighting without his hat.
Yeah, young Superman is now with us.
Hello.
Now we have young Clark Kent.
Somebody say.
Stop it.
Not today.
No, we refuse to say that you're Smallville, whatever that version of young Clark.
Definitely
Kent.
not.
No, that's not it.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. He says glad white headphones is sticking to his roots. That's true. I am. But yeah, I think it's a good read. So I'm gonna try to check out the movie soon if I can, because I wanna see how they portray it there. But the problem is, like it pretty much ends with obviously his relationship with him and through high school and stuff. So it doesn't like go into much of the actual acts stuff. So I kind of want to like follow up like on all the other
My ex-friend Dahmer.
like all the creepy murder stuff. I'm assuming some people in this room saw the Black Panther. Some people still go to movie theaters, I guess.
Yep. I saw it.
Trevor and
I
I
saw
are
it.
talking about going.
Oh, I
saw it with Trevor.
Didn't Jeremy
on
and Trevor
Sunday.
go? Okay.
Never mind.
Blue
No,
Christmas.
he'll watch it again because he's got that.
If you're wondering, we're talking about Blue
Special
Christmas
card.
sweater.
Yeah,
That's
Blue
what-
Christmas sweater is
Went with the Fall
Trivia.
Guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nathan. Last night we got new nicknames.
Yeah, if you're just
Bye.
I dislike taxes.
if you're
That's
just
okay.
listening to the podcast, you need to go listen to the
Yeah, we're plugging the loop.
The loop.
So Jeremy and Kyle, you've seen Black Panther, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. So is it the most miraculous, amazing Marvel movie ever made, as
It is
everyone would lead us to believe?
It's the least Marvel,
Yeah,
yet Marvel movie ever made.
Okay.
it feels
So
like it doesn't.
It strays the furthest from the Iron Man formula.
Yes. I
And
think.
no,
And yeah,
I mean it's
just
like it's
different.
It still feels like it fits. It still feels like, but I mean it does, and it doesn't feel like a comic book movie. It's really weird how
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's a.
It could
fresh
exist
take.
completely outside of comic book
Yeah.
story. I mean, it could just stand as a single story.
Right. It's a really good movie.
Did you stay for the after?
Kyle stay. That's a really.
Well, the after because there was two.
Of course, Kyle stayed for it. Jeremy, what
Okay.
are you?
Would
Are
you-
you kidding?
This ain't my first rodeo, man.
Would you? Were you surprised
No,
and saw the previous reference that we're not going to talk about?
no, I was. It wasn't I mean, it wasn't
Okay.
a surprise.
All right.
It wasn't a surprise.
I liked the way they referenced that earlier in the movie, and you don't realize it until you see it.
I still need to see Ragnarok.
I haven't seen that either.
Ragnarok was good. It felt like it was very comic book driven compared to this one.
It's out for purchase. Mm-hmm. But
I heard it was-
think it's got like 2 more weeks before I can rent it.
I heard it was much more like Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Yes.
that intrigued me a little
It's
bit.
got a lot more of that Guardians kind of just that offbeat humor
Yeah.
that doesn't feel like it fit with the other 2 Thor movies, but at the same time it feels like it fits perfectly. So I think it breathed some fresh air into that series that it needed.
Did you see any new trailers before the movie that you liked?
Are you referring to a specific one?
Nope.
Okay. I
Just curious if there's any out there that you thought, oh, that's cool.
I'm interested to see more of the Venom. What that is going to be about.
That is one that I actually really enjoyed seeing the trailer for, because if you knew nothing of Venom, you wouldn't have known that was a comic book movie based on the preview.
I know. I like that they didn't show Venom at all in it too. That was cool.
It was there. You know, you look at it and you go, what was that? And then I think to myself, wait, that's what trailers are supposed to make you think. I mean, not tell you the entire story.
I saw that Kevin Smith was not happy with the trailer for Venom.
Really?
Because he thought that it was too much about Tom Hardy starring as Tom Hardy. And I was like, I don't see that as a bad thing. I enjoy watching Tom Hardy movies.
I think the biggest problem I didn't watch it immediately because I saw it in my Facebook feed with the sound off, and I scrolled by it when the logo was appearing. And I was like, I had to hold back the vomit because the logo is hideous. And
the logo
I was just like,
much.
this movie is going to be garbage. And I judged it based on the logo. And then I actually went back and watched the trailer, and I was like, okay, this actually looks pretty good. And then the logo showed up again, and I vomited all over my computer. It was bad.
Yeah, it seemed like it's kind of trying to. I don't know if you've seen the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer,
That looked,
or like the logos that they have for that. It looked like they were trying to kind of match that with the Venom logo. And
that one was very
work.
comic booky, though.
Yeah,
very.
It looks like it'll be good.
I dislike taxes. Says question for cheap ballet instructor. I'm assuming that's you, Nathan.
Is that Nathan?
Since
Hello.
you don't have a nickname yet, that's yours. Did you hang up class coupons at your apartment complex entrance yet?
No.
Okay, not yet. All right.
Planning to later this week, but that
normally-
usually means it'll get done like 3 weeks from now.
You normally advertise on Craigslist, though, I thought.
Yeah.
No, I actually prefer to use Reddit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Great.
Red.
He also
More pretentious actors from there, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
he also asks, do you guys think Eddie Murphy should have been in Black Panther? Yes. My answer is yes, 100%. I think Eddie Murphy should have been. He should have done all the characters in Black Panther. Actually, kind of a clump thing, kind of a Nutty Professor scenario.
That sounds so terrible, and yet now that you have
I'd
breathed
watch it.
that into the other, I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Be like the anti-comic book movie.
It's like I'm sure Black Panther is fine. I haven't seen it. I'm assuming it's fine.
It's great.
Fine. But if it was all cast by Eddie Murphy, it would be miraculous and life-changing for all.
Yeah, I'd feel like it
would
came
be
out in the
miraculous.
90s.
It would be
So-
miraculous.
You know what? What I find interesting is how much attention is given on social media to people that had tried to do certain movies in the past. I've seen numerous posts about how Wesley Snipes had tried to do a Black Panther movie like way before he did the Blade movies.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like I don't understand some of the fascination with that. Just
What are you talking about?
Like the idea of
Someone
we
tried to
finally
do
got
this.
this movie
Yeah.
made, but how much better could it have been if it had been this guy that wanted to make it 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Like-
well, Nicolas Cage's Superman would have been better than all the other
Or
ones.
James Cameron Spider-Man.
All of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
would have
or
been good.
or the
James
version.
Cameron Spider-Man would he have held Mary Jane on the corner of the Empire State Building?
Okay, not every movie James Cameron makes is Titanic.
But they, yeah.
In fact, only one of them is.
Yeah.
Or the version of The Lord of the Rings that the Beatles wanted to make, and they wanted to get Stanley Kubrick to direct it.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been
That would have. I would have actually enjoyed that.
That's just such a wonderful convergence of things that don't belong together that I want to see it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see all the movies that won't get made.
I dislike taxes. Says, why does it bother you, DJ Keemstar? It doesn't bother me. I just it's interesting how society has changed that now we're that much.
I don't get what your point is. Like you're saying that
everyone always lives in the past, Kyle.
You're just saying that you don't get why people are fascinated with the fact that these other movies could have been made in a different time. Or I guess I'm not quite sure what I'm not criticizing what you're saying. I don't understand it.
I don't think that that's something that people would have been talking about or even cared about even 10 years ago, as opposed to now where I've seen like 5 or 6 different articles that people have written about how Wesley Snipes wanted to do that movie, which is fine.
I think it just means he got robbed.
And I mean, you're probably right. That's probably what it boils down to.
I mean, I think when comic book movies were not all the rage at that time either.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah, and the ones that did came out were not good.
That's true.
Keep that in mind.
Well, the first
Blade was a comic, though.
It was,
so,
yeah.
Blade reinvigorated the superhero movie genre, but most people give credit to that to the X-Men.
Yeah.
Why not Batman
sad.
and Batman Returns?
Those were pretty good.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't really a big booming genre until after Blade, X-Men, and Spider-Man.
That's true.
And it was often said to have died a year before Blade with Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's probably
That
is a
would've
nail in
made
a
sense.
coffin.
Yeah.
That is a very stern nail in a coffin. Yeah.
But I think the other part of it is that that it always seems like it comes on the success of a movie like Black Panther, where it's suddenly like, oh, this was a really good movie, and hey, we might have actually seen it 20 years ago if Wesley Snipes had his own way, and it's like, to some degree, it almost feels like that discredits what's just made. Like, oh, maybe we should have made it back then because of how good this one was. I don't know.
That's a stupid argument. I agree.
Yeah.
Trevi,
If that's what they're saying, I'll agree. That's stupid.
Right. I don't think that's what they're thinking.
I think. It seems like it would be more like, hey, time and place. It didn't work out. It could have been cool, but hey, now we have this.
Yeah.
for sure.
The culture impacts the creation of movies so much that I don't think it could have worked.
Taxes says, or not taxes. Trevi actually is asking Blade versus Underworld. Which one, guys? That's easy. Blade.
Underworld.
100% Blade. Blade is much better.
I've never seen any of the Underworld movies.
I haven't either. They look like trash.
I've seen one of the Blade movies.
They're very similar to Mad Max.
Blade's so cool. The first Blade movie is so good.
The older Mad Maxes.
Yeah.
What's Jolliver's talking about? Blocking people from comments? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think he's trying to help out some people. Anyways, so way to derail us, Kyle. Jeez, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't.
I'm
I was just trying to keep up with the chat, man.
Yeah. Some things we can't address publicly. I think that covered. Anybody else do anything that we need to discuss?
I saw a man whacking a telephone pole with a machete.
This sounds like something that should be under the column of things we should discuss.
Yeah.
Nathan's story.
Tell it. Spill them
Or
beans.
is that the story?
That's the basis of the story. I was just walking from my apartment to the store to get some food, and I hear a sound, and I look up, and there's just this guy. It looks like he's using the flat of the blade rather than the actual sharp part, but he's just whacking this pole.
Was he like upset or like dancing and having a good time?
Didn't
or?
appear to be upset. It looked like it was just something to do.
Okay.
I'm imagining that scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights where the blind guy is sword fighting with the wooden pillar.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah, I figured it was
then
a guy who caught his wife going to her lover's apartment, and he's like, maybe this is the pole that their power comes in on, so I'm gonna,
No, he seemed quite cheerful about the whole thing. He saw me, he's just like, hey. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
Then he
was
stopped.
like, no
He
biggie.
stopped. He waved.
He
And then
stopped, he waved, and then resumed. And I was like, all right.
You should have asked him what drugs he was on and if he had more.
You know,
Did you start walking faster at that point?
no, I retained my pace, but I was like, what did I just see?
Kyle, this is a very important hot tip here. When you're in the wild of the urban jungle, you want to make sure that you don't make any sudden
no, I'm
rash
aware of that.
or unexpected
can't see me if you don't
moves,
move.
for
I
sure.
understand
Yeah.
that that's
This
that
is
that's
good
the
advice.
way that you want to react. I was simply asking if that was how he reacted or not.
It's Nathan. Would he have reacted in any outrageous or outlandish way other than to possibly ask him if he had another machete?
That's true. That's true. Nathan would have been like, "Hey, you got another one? I can help you chop this down faster."
If you get tired, let me know. I'll help you out.
Need someone to tag in, buddy?
I'm assuming, by the way you're telling this story, he wasn't really going at it with the intention of chopping it down. He was just having a good time.
No, the
maybe.
pole is still there.
Yeah, he was just like, I want to hit this pole with a machete because I have a machete.
Yeah.
What age range do you think this guy would be?
I don't know. It was dark.
Older than you?
Do you think he's older than you, or
I
roughly
would guess like 10 years older than me, maybe.
Okay, so he could be in his 40s, 30s.
Yeah, but I had
60s.
I had
something
just
like that.
a terrible
Turtle head poking. You got to get home.
No, I had a
Been
I had
there.
a terrible sight of
Oh, okay.
him. I
All right.
I didn't see him very clearly, so it's just like,
okay.
hey.
Because of the drugs you were on.
No, it's
You
'cause
don't
of the-
have to admit.
It's
It's
because
okay.
of the drugs he was on.
Okay, all
it
right,
affected my vision.
Gotcha. Understood.
Well, that's a beautiful story. If you would have had like a modern device of some sort that you could have filmed that on, that would have been really neat. Actually,
Yeah, it
some
could have,
good
like-
that would have been
diarrhea.
really pretty.
it would have been, but,
fascinating, but
Imagine if you had someone give you something like that,
Oh wow,
but all you have to do is charge.
that'd be amazing.
In fact, you could use it for that dedicated purpose
Oh wow!
without
However,
a SIM card.
some real subtweeting going
I
on.
will
in
say a
here
hot
right now.
tip here is that perhaps by filming this man, that may have triggered him to come over to Nathan as well. Kind of like if you had walked away too fast. So maybe you preserved your life by not filming it.
Maybe.
Guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. Let's jump into some news stories, shall we?
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Oh boy. It's so good to get into the news here. Knee deep in the news.
Get
it's
all that
warm.
news.
First story comes from CBSNews.com. It says Universal announces Jurassic World 3. Can we even get the second one out, maybe?
Nope.
Please?
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
2021. That's
already in the plan.
it's a long time from now.
2021, the third world of Jurassic will be born into this world.
Welcome to the chat, Half-Baked Barracuda.
Hey, half-baked.
So this is coming out in when?
June 11th, 2021. The second Jurassic World is being born this summer. Is that
Isn't that
May or June?
Isn't the worst part about that though is that now you kind of know the dinosaurs live? Like,
Yeah, right. No,
I
maybe
mean,
they all die
I
in
mean-
2, and then they remake them again in 3.
That's true.
don't you want to go? Could this have been the last one?
Sometimes.
Do I want that?
I would like it to.
I
don't know. Yeah.
to me, I now am let down because the whole point of this one is: are they saving the dinosaurs or not?
Hey, just like Texas says he's got to go to bed. He's got a job to get to in the morning. Nighty nights.
I hate that
You
feeling.
can check this out tomorrow
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube,
subscribe to our
iTunes, you know.
I'll find
places.
us later. Thanks for stopping by.
See you next week.
So yeah, I'm still torn. Like I don't know. This second one, I don't know. It just looks not great.
Trevi says I grew up with old Jurassic parks.
Me too. I mean, the first one's good. First movie I ever saw in a theater.
Really?
Yeah,
Man, seeing those dinosaurs like
original.
that.
it was scary. I was mostly worried about drug needles getting poked in my butt.
That's right.
I got a stress headache.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, I had a very religious upbringing, and I wasn't allowed to go to movie theaters because the devil
of
was
the
there,
drug
and the drug
dealers.
dealers were going to poke you with needles and get you hooked, and then you would want to go back to the movies
And
so you
you'd
could get
start
more
chewing
drugs.
gum. So
Yeah, there's a lot of bad things.
Start chewing gum.
You know, I've read about the
Dancing.
I've read about the drugs they would do during Jurassic Park. It was
Yeah.
it was a real rough time.
was a rough time.
back in '93.
Yeah, so I would just sit there and I was scared. But it was cool and it was really loud. And I thought to myself, I don't know if I have this headache because I'm scared or because it's really loud.
Because of the dinosaurs.
I'm just I don't know. I want to be excited for Jurassic Park 2 and 3, but I'll watch them probably, in the leisure of my home when they come out on iTunes. But I just
As you do.
I just don't. I feel like movies. I'm just like I love film. I love being nerding out over directors and the way movies are made and edited and written and produced. Like I just love all of that. But I feel like this era of comic book movies, and I know this isn't a comic book movie, but comic book movies and remakes has just drained me of any joy that I had for movies. Like it's just slowly
Because you know the story?
it's just slowly killing me. No, it's just like I kind
Or
of
don't care
like you
about the
feel
story.
like you kind of know what's going to happen. You
Yeah.
know the beats. You I know what the
The
story beats are going
pacing,
to be.
all of it's the same.
I know everybody's always the hero, and I know that like who's going to live and who's going to die. I know like all this stuff is just like there's no more excitement and like going into a movie and just be like, I have no idea what this is. This is a whole new adventure. This is exciting. And so like it's just drained the life out of me. Like every time they announce this stuff, I'm just like, oh, please just like stop. Like just make something new. Like I don't know what to say. I guess I'm just old and boring. That's all it is. I get it, but please stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
Thank you. So when's this? So why are they announcing this before the release?
I have
of
no
2?
idea.
To build hype.
See, I think it's anti-hype.
To build hype.
You are a good hype man, Nathan.
If you say hype long enough and loud enough and often enough, the people will get hyped.
Is that
I
right?
think really it just has to do with the fact that they are feeling confident with this one, and the first one made a boatload of money.
When does this one, the newest one, come out?
June.
Is it 22nd?
June 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's good. Hopefully we enjoy it. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully all of those things.
We know the
I'm sure.
dinosaurs live.
We
or
do
at
now.
least T-Rex does.
Maybe it's the one that he treats like a pet that for some reason he thinks loves him.
Oh, I figured it out.
Oh boy.
I figured it out. They actually believe they all died. But one of the little ones gets caught in someone's backpack.
Yeah.
And this one coming out in 2021 will be they're in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very original. That's a very original
I just feel like
idea.
it's going to happen.
No, I think they're going to come to New York in this
Are
one.
you just describing the 98 Godzilla movie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's describing Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah, I think that's what this one is going to be.
Yeah, 'cause
Jurassic
they'll
Park
get on
2
the
lost to
boat,
New York.
But the
Right.
Yeah.
but there'll be no people on the
In the-
boat.
in
And Trump will be there.
In Jurassic World
Yeah.
3, Dr. Grant will finally be taken back to another island and kidnapped by a family.
and eaten.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to be a naysayer. I don't want to
going on in
poop.
that
I don't want to
movie.
poop on everyone's fun. It's just like it's just make something original. Give me some. They're still making original movies. That's the thing. Is they are.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
still there.
Are you
They-
finding
they
those?
just- they just
are
don't
you ever
get
Are
as-
you ever watching those?
They just don't make money.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
watch
just-
some
I'm
movies.
just-
I mean, when
just
I can.
wondering.
I mean, I try to watch. I try to watch the ones that people say are good.
Did you ever see that lobster movie?
Which lobster one?
It was
Lobster.
it was a Sundance
Colin
Film
Farrell?
Festival one.
No, I didn't
Where-
watch that one.
Oh, do you know what I'm talking about?
Raccoon Guy 03 says movies don't last long enough. This is the age of the binge watching.
It is true.
We have.
It's the age of Aquarius. No,
That's a good song.
It's a noble attempt.
It is a thing where long form storytelling has become a thing. I think so much so that like
it's
a lot of
called
times
Netflix miniseries.
I don't feel invested in movies a lot of times because I think that's long form stuff has kind of ruined me because I'm just like I don't know who the person is. I don't care. Blech.
But movies are becoming much more long form too.
That's true. Enjoy this 4-hour Avengers movie. Brought to you by Coke.
3
Okay,
hours
I
is
just
more
I just meant
consistent,
they're
but yeah.
becoming very serialized.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's why they're doing that, is because they
Yeah.
realize that people want to go in and they want to see a familiar face and they want to see their hero and they want to cheer him on, and it's fun.
We all want to see Chris Pratt again. All right? That's really what Jurassic World 3 is all
And
about.
I do like Chris Pratt a lot.
It's just following Chris Pratt for 2 hours.
But he's always Chris Pratt in all his movies. I mean,
No.
he is. Yeah, he is.
No.
What movie?
I mean,
is he
think
not?
about like.
Did you see Passengers?
I mean, I'm just saying, even his like
Probably not.
Guardians of the Galaxy to like Andy from Parks and Rec is pretty different.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some of that same charm, but he's
Okay,
not.
well,
he doesn't
it's
play
still-
like an idiot. Like
It's still
that,
a.
so.
It's still a role though. There's still a
He actually got rid of all of his roles.
Commonality.
He got very buff.
well.
He doesn't
He
even
did
have
that for
he doesn't even
Moneyball.
have breakfast rolls anymore.
No, he can't.
He
have
played a
carbs.
first baseman. He was not at all any other character I've ever seen in Moneyball.
I wouldn't
Raccoon Guy 03 says books are better. They tell so much more detail and story. That's true. You just got to have the attention
Not
span. to
universally. Generally, yes.
Thanks,
but-
Nathan.
You're welcome.
They
You're right.
force more to the imagination.
Stop stealing Jeremy's
The
role.
Bible leaves out too much detail. That's the thing. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Not enough proof there for Nathan. All right, this next story comes from MSM.com.
You're not wrong.
It says, I lost my headline. Girl Scouts, weather cookie seller near pot shop broke rules. Those aren't words that go together.
This is it's got a video, right?
That's not a headline.
I don't know. Did we do the video?
Did you
for
not
this?
do the video?
I don't think we did.
Jeremy.
It wasn't worth it.
Jeremy,
It was
that's all that
terrible.
this is a video.
I like when whenever Jeremy forgets to do
You know
the video,
what?
he
It's
says,
because I looked at a different
"Wasn't worth
story.
This
I linked to the wrong story.
this story
How
literally
about I just
is
tell
a
you what
video.
happened?
Go ahead,
How about I tell you
please.
what happened?
What happened?
So
Oh, we all know it from the headline.
this-
Girl Scouts weather cookie seller near pot.
Girl Scouts weather cookie seller near pot shop broke rules.
Such a bad headline.
the Girl Scouts
They
are trying
eyed
to
it.
determine whether or not this
cookie
Girl
seller
Scout
Near a pot shop.
broke their
Broke
rules
rules.
to sell cookies. She sold like 310 boxes of cookies in like a 3-hour time window.
Nice.
Better no.
she
hang
did.
on.
In the parking lot of Urban Leaf, a long-standing marijuana. What do they call
Dispensary?
them? Dispensary.
I like that Urban Leaves like, we're so high, we can't even spell our
Yes.
name right.
So if you look at the picture here, the reason they found out about it was because Urban Leaf wanted to help support the Girl Scouts and put out on their social medias that the Girl Scout cookie lady or girl was in the parking lot selling them. And so a bunch of their loyal customers decided to also support the Girl Scouts by buying cookies.
You know what?
Smart. She's a smart entrepreneur.
Yeah, the
lady.
Girl Scouts should not punish her. This is her right as an American entrepreneur to do this.
So-
and honestly, the fact that she is standing there in front of this building means that she
With
is
cookies on her
doing
eyes, by the way.
way more than a large chunk of girls whose parents walk into
Oh, trust me,
their
the parent
businesses.
was there helping. There's no doubt.
No, but what I'm saying is you have a lot of people that go out there and it's Girl Scout cookie time and parents are just at work and go, "All right, who wants to sign up? How many you want?" And that's how they sell it.
So this is the whole point. The reason the Girl Scouts of this area is saying she may have broken their rules and they're investigating it is because they have a rule that their Girl Scouts cannot sell in front of commercial establishments. You know, like around here, you'll see them out front of
You mean like
Walmart
in front of every
or-
grocery store or Walmart?
or Hy-Vee or
They're not
whatever.
supposed to do that?
Yeah. This specific area, Girl Scouts group,
Oh, that's their rules.
that's one of their rules that they're not allowed to do that. I think that's crazy because the whole point of selling these, part of the point of selling these cookies is to support the Girl Scouts. Why would you restrict them from going to the places where people are? It's just stupid. But anyway,
I would just like to point out, and this is not a sentence I say very often, but they got this from an episode of Friends. There's an episode where, for some reason that I don't fully remember, Ross had to help a Girl Scout sell cookies. He wound up going to a Laser Floyd show and just standing outside and waiting for people to come out.
Smart. Yeah, this is a weird thing, I guess. I mean, it's smart. This girl, she's
Sold a lot of cookies.
She's gonna,
Yeah.
she's gonna
speaking
be.
of, if anyone out there has Girl Scout cookies they're willing to sell to me,
Why?
I could use some Thin Mints.
You can go to Walmart and get them.
Yeah, but I mean,
Jeremy's-
I'd rather support somebody who knows somebody versus.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy's trying to say he's chemically altered right now.
He needs some.
I like
he
the
needs some munchies.
I always get 2 boxes of caramel delights and 1 box of Thin Mints. That's kind of the routine.
Caramel Delights are
There
good,
were like
too.
4 boxes of Thin Mints in the freezer at work. They lasted for like 2 days.
They are
They
the
were-
best in the freezer, though.
Yeah.
The Thin Mints.
I never
They're
tried
great.
that.
Oh yeah, in the freezer.
Should try that.
man.
And if you
throw them in there,
crack them up and put them on top of ice cream, they're good too.
I've never tried them on ice cream.
That sounds good. It's like mint chip ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Next
So good.
story comes from popsci.com. That's Popular Science. They have a website.
Yes.
I feel like this like it. Just screw with Eric night.
What's wrong, Eric?
These headlines. That's what I get. That's what I get. There's no such thing as naturally orange cheese.
Wait.
Oh, I don't understand what was difficult about this headline.
Nothing's difficult. It's just a very
Is cheese
Truth.
orange?
cheese is always.
I know,
bad.
Nathan. It's
Sometimes
not
it's
always
white.
by the way. It's mostly white.
It's not.
What color did you
really-
think it was, Nathan?
Yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
yellow, orange.
That's what I always colored them with my
Think
crayons.
about how is cheese made?
It's made with milk. It's white.
Mhm.
So you're just saying that they dye the cheese?
Yes, they do
Well,
dye the
who
cheese.
cares?
So, I mean, it's
It's a story.
just something that I don't think a lot of people know,
Oh.
right? This story actually has some of the reason that it was done this way. There's 2 different stories that could be the origin. One is that English farmers were looking to make a few extra shillings, so they started skimming the fat off of the milk they used to make their cheese so that they could go and make butter or just sell it straight to consumers. Problem was, cheese made from low-fat milk doesn't have the same yellow, creamy hue to it because of the
Lack of fat.
fats. So people would see that and think that it was a lower quality of cheese. So they started to put in food coloring to make it look like better cheese to sell it and still be able to skim off the fats. So yeah, it's something that most cheese that is yellow or orange is not really
It's fake, guys.
not really that color.
So white cheddar, everyone's like, "Oh, white cheddar, this is interesting." That's the color it's supposed to be.
Right, white or
Yeah.
lightly yellow, kind of like your butter color, which butter gets that yellow color because of the fat.
Fat
the more
is
you
yellow.
know. Fat is yellow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
When it comes to cow's milk.
Why,
Eric, are you okay?
I don't know why we're talking about this. I'm
Nor do
super-
I.
What else?
but
I mean,
here
what else
we
are we
are.
going to talk about? Guns?
Oh my gosh.
Guns and cheese.
Wow, Kyle.
I mean, I'm just.
Wow, triggered.
It's-
Trigger warning.
I just
people.
figured
Family
everybody knew
friendly.
cheese was dyed. This is new information. Like
I honestly had no idea
what
that it was dyed.
Well,
You thought cheddar cheese was naturally yellow?
No,
or
like,
orange?
There's all kinds of like bacterias and things that make the actual cheese and molding processes.
He has a point.
I didn't think that it was something that they would actually literally put coloring into. I thought it was just all part of the process and the way that they preserved it.
okay.
So
Now you know.
That's but that
Now
yeah.
you know.
There's a lot of things you can learn about cheese. There's different flavors of cheese,
Yeah.
and they pair well with certain foods. You wouldn't want to mix them. It's like you wouldn't want to put mozzarella on your tacos.
oh,
That's,
absolutely not.
Not
you
definitely
wouldn't-
not on your fish.
You wouldn't want
tacos.
to. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
So there's just
Manchetta is a good melting cheese, so it goes well in or
that-
Munster. They go well in a grilled sandwich.
Yeah, that's fine. I like a sharp cheddar cheese. That's good. White
Yeah,
sharp cheddar.
less ability to melt though.
Yeah, I
with
like
the
an
cheddar cheese,
Asiago.
so.
It's good. You make a egg, an over easy or like a little over easy egg, but while it's still cooking, grate a little Asiago and let that melt into the egg.
That's one of the few cheeses
It's
that you can
so
actually
good.
pair with certain types of fish, and it works.
Sound like fish in general, so it doesn't kind of fall
know
apart
what?
for me. But
You know what I found out a while ago? Somebody has developed human cheese.
Why not?
I mean, they have. Don't they have like breast milk ice cream too? Or
They have all
something?
kinds of things that you can have with breast milk.
Nathan just got real excited.
I'd never heard of that. I'm surprised.
Speaking of breast milk, this next story comes from BBC.com. It says St. Louis morning radio presenter gives birth on air.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like this is something that you should actually be able to do with the way that the FCC covers so many different things.
I mean, don't we all do stuff on
Not
air?
only that, it was a cesarean section.
Air's like
Yeah.
my best drug.
yeah, air is the best drug there is.
We always do stuff on air.
I'm constantly high on air.
If I had to give
The
birth,
lack of oxygen can cause you to be high. So
But an excess of oxygen can also cause you
that
to be
is
high.
true. That is true. Remember when they had those
Rocky Mountain
oxygen
High.
bars? Do you guys remember that?
nope. Oh, when you
They had
get
a ton of them
at
here.
the mall, they're
In
flavored.
Omaha, yeah, and you could like get an oxygen flavored
It sounded like that.
air. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a hookah.
That's the sound of Eric hating every story that we're talking about tonight.
This is what you get, Eric, when you don't add to the.
I realize
Process.
I'm being punished. It's okay. I realize it.
Some of these were the best we could come up with very little time to prepare.
Kuipers, I need a drink, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel
Kuipers.
You've been so loyal lately to us. I feel bad demanding him to give me drinks. I really feel at my core it hurts. I'll take a Diet
He
Coke.
likes
I want
it.
some-
He feels
Is
needed.
there some of that purple?
He gets the opportunity to be on
Yeah.
camera without putting himself there.
It's fine.
Well, he's still doing it because he's walking
Thanks,
up zone,
Kuipers.
but-
Wrong person.
Kuipers!
Fail, get back to your seat.
Sit down.
Kuipers, come here. Come here.
Yeah, Kuipers.
Give-
Fix it.
Put them in our hands the way it was meant to be.
No!
Bad Kuipers.
Kuipers.
Thank you. I don't. Jeez. All right.
I guess you get what you pay for.
I mean, I'm glad we're covering this story, before the cat fashion show. So, looks like a lady
this
had
lady
birth while she was on
a
air.
radio host for a morning show in St. Louis. She started experiencing labor pains on Monday, and her station
During her
worked
show.
with the hospital where she gave birth. It was broadcasting live. On top of
While they
that-
cut her belly,
yeah,
people.
she had
Not
a
while she
cesarean.
pushed. Yeah.
So they cut her
belly,
open,
people?
and she broadcast her own child's birth.
So she's just like, all right, next up, we've got a little bit of John.
No, because it's a morning show, so there's a lot more talk. No, but
Again,
there
no
wasn't
pushing,
any pushing.
This was cutting.
They cut
So
her
they just
open.
numbed her up real well, and she didn't feel a thing.
She did it in the studio?
No, in the hospital,
They-
but they set up a remote broadcast for her.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
They
it
were
was
that desperate to have her on air?
She said
It's
she
Sweeps
said that
Week.
giving birth on air. It probably was Sweeps Week. She said
It's been a
it
dream
was
of mine since I was a little girl.
Not quite. She said it was an extension of what I already do every day on our radio show as I share all aspects of my life with the listeners. Which that's not the only part about this. They named her baby. She didn't name the baby.
Yeah, she had a
there
competition
was a
on air.
competition.
To name the kid.
Please tell me they named it Baby McBabyface.
I know,
They
right?
didn't.
Had we known about this, we would have, had
Yeah.
people.
I
go-
was hoping it was just going to be radio.
That's
No,
actually
they-
kind of a cool name.
that
I wish I was famous. I would have named one of my kids Radio. Could have
Yeah.
got away with it then.
probably. No, the name was Jameson.
Is she an alcoholic?
Probably.
I don't know. Probably.
So she's like,
Probably not.
hey,
Who
all of
knows?
my intestines are out on the table right now, but good to have everyone tuning in
So I'm
to my
describing
live
what
birth.
I am seeing here right now.
and
It's
it
a
is
lot of
the
pain.
inside of my body.
They don't let them see that, though. They have like a
no,
sheet in
that's
front
true.
of them.
Yeah.
So.
That's for
So I
shock
really, I'm
value.
just seeing this sheet, feeling a lot of things, but it doesn't feel
No,
good.
you hope that you feel nothing during
yeah,
a
that's true.
surgery.
You probably you probably feel a little bit of.
I woke up during surgery once. I already told that story, didn't I?
I don't remember.
All right, I'm seeing a sheet and I hear some squishing sounds, but for all I know, it's just a magic trick and they give me someone else's baby.
Yeah.
It's true.
Why does this baby look like a puppy? It is a puppy, ma'am.
But now it's a baby.
Magic. Well, cool.
Jolliver says alcohol names. Woo. Mad Dog should have been named Mad Dog.
Mad Dog McGee.
Nobody calls me Mad Dog.
I'm really glad this lady had a baby on the radio.
Congratulations.
To the little baby radio. That's what we're referring to.
When one of us have a baby, we will make sure we broadcast it on the tub.
This is going to be like a junior situation or what?
I feel like we'd probably get banned from Twitch if we broadcast.
Kyle, I
As long
feel
as
like
we don't
none of
show
us
nipples.
men can do it.
Hey, it happened in a movie once.
Yeah. Didn't
Arnold
Danny DeVito
Schwarzenegger.
give birth? Or no, it was Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold carried Danny's baby or something.
If it is a boy, I'm going to name it Junior. If it is a girl, I'm going to name it Junior.
Okay, thank you.
That's actually really good.
Thank you for clarifying.
That's really good.
Could you say it's not a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
Thank you.
Are you going back to the chopper?
Going back to the Why are you inserting back?
No,
into
I
that
was
line?
asking you if you were. You were
It's get
supposed to
to
say.
the chopper. You're combining "I'll be back" with "get to the chopper."
I'll be
back to the chopper.
I was
Please put
trying
those
not to say
together.
the phrase for you. I was trying to lead you into it. We
You
both
did it confusing.
failed,
Could you say?
obviously.
Could you say? I slept with the housekeeper.
I slept with the housekeeper.
Thank you. All right. This next story comes from a weird domain, learningenglish.voanews.com. It says,
It was on CNN too, but I just used. this
Jeeves, I
one.
need a story. Stat. Something about the Olympics.
this says soon the
There's a
Olympics
video.
will be brought to you with
This one
robots.
has a video.
Is it Olympic ready? Robot skiers compete in South Korea.
What do you guys think before we watch the video? You looking at these robots. They're fairly human-like,
Well,
right?
it was part of the rules.
I want. Has anyone watched the video besides myself?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so I want you guys to pick one of the robots.
He's showing off now.
No, I just want you to pick one of the robots for the win.
The one that's going to win.
None of them.
Yeah, which one's gonna
The
win?
one that's tangled up in
Which
the
one's the-
net. That's the winner.
Which
That's-
one's the best?
I'm putting my money on the net.
I put my money on the bottom right.
I was thinking that too, but that might be because it's the one we see in the best detail.
Yeah, that's probably
And he's
why.
leaning.
So are you all going with that one?
No, Kyle went with the one in the net.
Okay.
Who's Annette?
She's on.
Oh, my.
All right. Let's
on
see.
Seinfeld.
Let's go to the footage.
Roll that beautiful beam.
경기의 시작을 알리는 총성이 울리자
There's the one we all put our money on.
스키를 타고 내려와
No, I put my money
on the one that
went into the net.
Still pretty good.
Me and Nate. Well, judging by the way Jeremy said he's doing pretty good, I'm assuming that means he did.
I
like that one.
That one kind of looks like a kid.
He also looks like he's pooping.
That one looks like an astronaut.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, that was the one I picked, isn't it?
I can't wait to see him go into the net. Oh, this one
It's the first
sucks.
ball.
총2대에 불과했습니다.
Oh, did he fail? He just hit a flag.
Just hit a
속도를
flag.
Racked himself.
So-
앞으로
Stop! You are holding home.
했었지만 의미 있는 출발점이라는
Wait,
평가가
this one's
나옵니다.
different.
This one wasn't even on there. This one's getting help. I don't know what the deal there is.
This one's got Jim Henson behind him.
하얀 서로는 쏜살같이 미끄러져 내려.
Guys, this is the greatest sport that was ever
Isn't this
created.
amazing?
I would actually watch the Olympics.
So it is the blue one that actually won. But yeah, oh, look at all there.
I just love watching them fall.
Haha, dumb robots.
I want it all to be dumb robots that aren't really
Can you
good.
imagine how
One thing
excited these
people love
people
more
are to
than
get
a robot
them?
is to see a robot fail.
They're so excited to see that thing do well, and it hits the first pole. You know,
But the funny thing is, these robots are all going to murder us soon.
at some point, yeah.
With ski equipment.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get down hills
Yeah.
much faster than we are.
music coming from?
I don't know why there's like 5 seconds of black with someone's music at the end, but
Robot music, robot.
That's
music,
what it is.
robot
This is-
music,
so-
robot music, robot.
they cut the video before obviously showing that these robots are becoming sentient.
I feel like I work for a local news network in a small town right now.
and you're just being thrown on air.
And they're like, all right, your goal tonight is to report the news. And these little homesteaders really want to hear some fun, uplifting
Someone get
news
this man a scotch.
that makes them forget about their boring lives living on the farm. So tell them about the lady that had a baby on air, and tell them about
trying to eat breakfast.
Tell them about the skiing robots, okay?
Well, I tried to
Ice Shield,
avoid.
by the way, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, welcome. I tried to avoid all the stories about the movies that you don't like anymore.
Why? What movies?
All movies.
I don't like any movies.
You're just
Yeah,
over
that's
movies.
pretty true.
It's just comic book movies.
Oh, just comic book
They're
movies.
dry-
Which is
Driving-
pretty much all the movies
All the
they've
movies.
taken over.
that make money anyway.
I mean, and remakes, nostalgia molesters. That's what I'm
Maybe
calling them.
Eric, maybe you'll like this next story.
Well, I hope so. CBSNews.com says military impersonator landed helicopter at base to impress woman.
He wanted to get to the chopper.
Agent
He
says.
did get to the chopper.
Yes.
He did get a helicopter.
Chopper. Hardly knew her.
Yes. He
Our audio listeners can't see the faces we're making.
Can this go back to the fact that he's fascinated with serial killers? I don't know.
Who can say?
All right, Jerry, rein it in a little bit.
All right.
Oliver says Eric is hard to please. Or am I pleased to hard? That's really the question.
Family show.
Yeah, family friendly.
Sorry
We've
about
had to
it.
remind you twice this week.
Sorry.
So this guy decides, hey, I'm gonna go impress this lady, right? He's supposed to meet
He's
her,
got a hot date.
pick her up. So what does he do?
Commit a crime.
Instead of showing up in a car
He
like a
rents-
normal person would,
Yeah.
he breaks the law and commits a crime. He gets a helicopter, commandeers it, convinces both the pilot.
Thanks for the sound effects, Nathan.
Can you do the A team as well while you're doing it?
Da 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 da.
All right. Go ahead, Kyle.
So he's got the helicopter. He lands. The security guards.
Where's he land?
It's like in the middle of a football field or
Yeah.
like a
At the place where she
field
works.
where she works. Security is like, okay, because he gets out. What are you doing? I don't
You just had a little on your face. A little something on your face. I was
know if I did.
swiping it off. Go
Okay.
ahead. Anyways. Go ahead.
Wipe or no wiping.
So he lands and he gets out and he has got on a military uniform
Full dress military
that shows
uniform.
that he is a 3-star general.
Oh.
And the security officers saluted him and everything. And
yeah,
but
because I
one
guess
of them,
they were. It's like it was
Yeah, it
some
like
military place.
semi-military or something. One of them was a bit suspicious and reported him. The woman, I guess, just went along with it, and so did the pilot. So neither of them are being charged or anything.
Did you see what his story was though?
What do you mean?
What he told the security guards when he landed was that he was there to pick up this certain female that he was going to go on a date with, and that
Right.
he had special orders from President Trump.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had
And that
special
he
orders
was
from
taking
President
her
Trump.
to meet President Trump.
What a great excuse.
in his helicopter. And that's why they were a little skeptical that he was really in the military.
I would be too.
and it does say
Ronald
in here-
Reagan told me to pick up this lady.
I
It
feel
does
like
say
Bill
in here that
Chesterton
the
I'm Bill Chestnut.
Bill
Chestnut.
Bill Chestnut. Did you try to do this once?
I did.
I was trying to impress the ladies. Bill Chestnut.
How far did you get, Bill?
President Trump had commissioned me to pick up the ladies.
How far did you get with the helicopter scheme?
Very far,
Okay.
because Bill Chestnut could deliver for his women.
Are you saying you sealed some kind of deal?
Bill Chestnut delivers and seals the deals.
Was it a Faustian deal?
I was not intoxicated when I landed that chopper.
I assumed there was a pilot other than you, sir.
Bill Chestnut.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so here was the exact wording. He told the security supervisor he was there to pick up a female employee and take her to Fort Bragg for a classified briefing that had been authorized by President Trump.
Well, So I take it he didn't get too far in this whole.
He got arrested.
He admitted to federal investigators that he'd never even served in the U.S. military.
But yet he could fly choppers? He had a
No, there
license?
was a pilot in the helicopter.
How did he get the pilot to do the
He
things?
convinced him.
He was
that
a
he
3-star general.
He's a 3-star general. You do what the general tells you to fly.
This
You
makes
fly.
so much more. But you say here, sir, I'm Bill Chestnut. I'm General Bill Chestnut, 3-star. You see it's hard on my chest. You gotta take me to get the lady, Bill Chestnut.
So-
General said, salute.
So they went on a 30-minute helicopter
Joyride?
ride.
Yep.
Or in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I guess he knew this lady for a long time, and he wanted to impress her because he wanted to have some romantic,
Yes.
He wanted to join
Escapade.
he wanted to
with
join the
her.
Mile High Club.
and she said she was married and not interested, but they still went on the helicopter ride.
Yeah.
So
The investigators have said that they suspect that he is mentally ill, but then they didn't elaborate. So
Marriage is no hurdle for Bill Chestnut.
So you can't
when he has
you
a
can't
chopper.
rent a chopper.
I will say though, 57 years old. That's a good age to be getting into crazy hijinks.
He's very
Yeah.
smart.
yeah, he's hitting right in that perfect stride.
I mean, especially if you haven't saved for retirement, right?
right.
Because I mean, if you do it right, you're guaranteed room and board.
He looks
Right.
like someone I know. You ever had that feeling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's staring into my soul.
He does right
And
now.
he doesn't like what he sees.
But
That's
he looks
probably
like
true.
someone that I know with a haircut and a little more stubble than when I knew him.
Is he following you?
No, that's just you.
I think I know who you're
he's
talking
following
about.
Do you?
I think I do.
Ha! Is a guy that like ruined a university.
Yeah.
I see it. Anyways, sorry, inside jokes. We shouldn't have those here.
we shouldn't have those. Here.
Anyways, this is good. Bill Chestnut, my women like choppers, I get them high, my high. Bill Chestnut, super high in the chopper. We go all the way with the ladies in the chopper, Bill Chestnut. All right. So thanks for bringing Bill Chestnut by. He's always up to crazy hijinks. We like
Mostly
him a lot.
just being drunk and saying his name a lot.
Bill Chestnut does not say Bill Chestnut's name nearly as much as Bill Chestnut thinks he says Bill Chestnut's name.
Bill, I think you should try turning the helicopter on its side and seeing if you can cut a pizza.
Bill Chestnut grew up in a pizza parlor. I was delivered by a pizza chef in a pizza parlor, very young age.
Was it on
the
one
radio.
of those big flat pans that they usually pull the pizza out of the oven? Is that how they?
The pizza chef, she took her, she put it between my mother's legs, and I came out. They cut my umbilical cord with a pizza cutter, Bill Chestnut. The canon of Bill Chestnut lives on.
This is the new TV miniseries I want to see Netflix
Bill
make.
Chestnut,
Yeah.
Born in a Pizza Hut.
the next Netflix show,
See, I was,
created by and starring Eric Wynn.
I was picturing a little mom and pop pizzeria somewhere, but it's just Pizza Hut.
There was a Pizza Hut, and after I was born, impregnated by the pizza chef, my mother always had the nickname Stuffed Crust. This
This is a family-friendly show, Bill. Chestnut.
Bill,
What?
we need.
Bill Chestnut cannot help what his mother was named.
Better than being called all meat or something, you know? Pizza.
All right. Bill Chestnut.
Don't say it, Nathan. Don't say it, Nathan.
Vegetarian delight. I don't know.
All right.
Hypers.
I think this is the part where we'd like to jump into the mail and see what has been delivered.
Got something on your mind?
I didn't know where to turn.
Send us an email, message, or a call.
You've got mail.
Sometimes it
Delivered.
just happens. Do we got anything?
Nope.
Nothing. All right. Well, thanks everyone for not sending us anything. It's fine. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to shame you,
No, I mean,
but it's
you
just
know.
part of the show now.
No,
It's
we
just-
are kind of shaming
I
you.
feel like eventually, like we're gonna get, like if we ever got to the level
No.
where we got tons of mail, I think I'd just
It
get
would
to
just
the point
be a mail show.
where I would stop I would never like acknowledge any of the mail. People would be seeing it, and we'll still just be like a running joke. Like we just fill the hour,
Yeah.
and just be like, "Sorry, nobody
How do
said
you know it's
anything."
not what we're doing now?
I mean, technically, I'm
Yeah.
hoping people are thinking that now.
Actually, we got a lot of mail.
we got a lot of mail.
We've opened all
I
of
should
them.
probably let you
I've
hear
contracted lots of anthrax from the mail.
Oh, not just you, not just Donald Trump Jr.'s wife. Then,
That
Nope,
wasn't
she got it
anthrax.
from me.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa, that is not that we did.
Family friendly.
You don't want. That's
I
like a
sent her some
threat.
some letters.
Threat.
letters.
So, anyways, if you would like to
Were they
send
love
us
letters?
an email, you can send it to just send it to Tubcast at minuteatub.com. That's Tubcast at minuteatub.com. Or you can call us. We have a hotline.
Kuipers, throw that number up there.
475 Tub Call are the numbers you see. I don't know. Figure it out. But
But
we are not done.
No.
There's a part of this show that can never be skipped or overlooked. This is the part where we want to thank the honored Patreon peeps. These lovely individuals are our co-producers, our cohorts, our partners in crime.
Hallelujah.
They support us at the $10 level or higher.
Preach it.
And if you want to know how high you can get,
Get a helicopter.
go to patreon.com/minuteatub. Go there, sign up to be a patron, and you too can experience what it's like to be loved by 6 men
In a tub.
who are portly but still have a lot of body heat to share.
why do you? Why
They're
is
not
there a
mutually
but?
excuse.
I feel like that should
exclusive.
be a because.
I meant to say because. Just, what kind of pizza is Bill Chestnut's favorite pizza? There's a lot, there's not a lot actually to do, but that this is over, I think, really. I think the show's over.
Yeah, it's kind of at that point.
It's where we end. It's where we say goodnight. Ice Shield says goodnight.
Night, Ice
Good
Shield.
night,
Yeah,
Ice Shield
thank
5.
you.
Wait, what was graphic, Jolliver?
I think it was the being loved by 6 men.
Oh, yeah.
He's thought it before.
You get that,
There are 6 men total that live in this tub. Sometimes you only see 4. Sometimes you see 5.
Sometimes you make one of them dance. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
You want to get nuts? Let's
Almond
get
Joys have nuts.
Mountains don't.
That always makes me laugh.
Because
Yeah.
it does.
What the heck? It didn't go through, did it?
I don't see it going through.
Hold. Just let's hold on to this music for a while. Jolliver might have just redeemed something, or maybe he'll attempt it again.
Now he's swearing at us. It's not our fault.
We didn't do it.
Not our fault, Jolliver.
Did he mistype it somehow?
I think you got the wrong order with exclamation point.
Is it
Yeah.
like
Doesn't redeem go first?
Oh, and then space Kuiper stance. We'll just wait here. I'm assuming it's coming.
There it is. There it is. There
All
it
right.
is.
All
Do you
right.
have a genre?
What do you want us to?
Yeah, what do you want- what do you want to do?
Always win.
Copyrighted content would you like us to
You want
play for
Have
you?
we always had the sun?
Yeah, it always comes up.
Okay,
Kuiper's little face circle shows up.
I don't know why I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, that's actually the entire reason we brought him on the show, because we already had his face showing up.
Yes.
It seemed weird otherwise.
What would you like? A tub-related song.
Rub.
Okay, so like a song about tubs.
Like Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
Tub song.
You make bath time so much fun.
Can you do that as...
When I squeak, you make noise.
I'm gonna try to find the
Oh,
worst.
he's saying tub thumping.
No,
sort of.
that's.
Okay.
I mean, I get that. That would be the That would be like 2 on the nose. I really want to
Okay,
find
2
something.
on the nose. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're
I-
right.
I
You're
want to
right.
find something. That's the. Just maybe that's the one.
You're the one. You make bath time so much fun.
I'm just gonna go with this. I don't know if this is the right one to go with.
Should I get a prop from over there?
If I
You gotta
don't
be careful what you
No.
look up when you're talking about bath.
Are you ready,
music.
Kuipers?
I'm gonna
What
tell
are
ya.
you finding?
Like sauna music, I guess.
ready, Kuiper? I don't know if you want a prop. Get a prop. Go for it. Get over there quick. Don't let the camera see you though. Okay, he's getting a prop. You ready? Here we go.
Oh boy. Careful.
Here, you get ready.
You gotta turn it the other way.
Can you wash your hair?
Oh yeah.
I can wash my hair. Can you wash your feet?
Kuipers, show him your feet.
I can wash my feet.
Get your feet in the tub.
Can you wash your face?
Oh,
Wash your face.
Come on,
I
Kuipers.
can wash
Shows
my
how it's
face.
done.
Can you wash your knees?
Wash your freaking knees.
I can wash my
Keep it G-rated.
I can wash my hair.
Oh no.
I can wash my feet.
How did I know? it was
Jeremy's
going
picking
there?
up on this.
Wash my face.
Oh yeah.
I can wash my knees. This is the way we take a bath.
Oh boy.
Can you wash your shoulders? I can
Wash that
wash
dirt off
my
your shoulders.
I'm hoping this stays in general
Can
zone.
you wash your toes?
Get your toes
I
up
thought you
there.
already cleaned your
I
feet,
can wash
Kuipers.
my toes. Can you wash your hands? I can wash my hands. Can you wash your nose? I can wash my
What
nose.
are you doing to that bathtub, Kuipers?
I can wash my shoulders.
That's how my mother got her crust.
I can wash
washing on the
my
suds.
toes.
No.
I can wash my hands.
We just keep it
I
going.
can wash my nose.
Swaying now.
This is the way we take a
I don't know that I've ever spent that much time washing my nose in a bath.
Nope.
There we go.
Thank you.
Good job,
for
Kuipers.
that.
I like how your
job.
gesture for washing your shoulders is just Luke brushing off the laser blast in The Last Jedi.
I am to
That was
please.
the thing. It happened.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, it's about time someone took a bath on the show. All right, everybody.
chopped liver?
Nathan had his moments.
That's true. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. It's been a real pleasure serving you. It's been an honor. Don't salute. Don't salute. It's rude.
You just kind of saluted too.
Oh, I more than kinda did. I saluted and then I thought about it. Jeremy just did it.
No.
It's offensive.
No,
Stop
not
it.
this is
What's that? That's 2 fingers?
Cub Scout salute.
Shocker.
I thought that was.
I was Cub
thought
Scout.
that was this.
I
no,
thought that's 3 fingers.
That's Eagle Scout. I made it up.
No, 3 fingers is what you do when you're a saint in a medieval painting.
There you go.
Oh.
When you're in.
I thought that's when you volunteer as tribute.
That too, yeah.
What's that whistle? I don't
When
know.
you say you're a winner.
West
When you're-
side.
When you're.
We get banned for posting, like doing blood.
Walmart. I'm part of the
No,
Walmart.
see what you gotta do is be like this. Walmart Employee of the Month, dog. Gang signs are fun.
Bye, guys.